Hello family. Welcome to Sons and Daughters of Prophet Uebert Angel. In this video, Seer Uebert Angel Jr. was giving the testimony of how God delivered his father from death through the man of God, Pastor Chris. Let's listen to his own version of the testimony. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share our content. God bless you. See you after the video.
It's very prophetic. Don't bargain with your life. Our man of God ministered today on a powerful testimony. How he was supposed to die in November. And he knew that the same way he would see prophetic things about countries, would know about presidents, things to take place in the nation, was the same way he saw it. And he knew that he was meant to die in November. This was something that him and the prophetess knew. And I also knew myself. And one of the services where I knew about it most potently was the first night of bliss. And during the first night of bliss, when everyone was celebrating, I left the podium. And I went to that back door there. And I began to weep. Because I was asking God, how may I pick up the mantle of my father? If he can just give me strength. Because I knew it was November. And it was a burden upon my heart. And I began to ask God for strength. God, just give me strength. And as I came out of that place, I went to the back there and I went on my knees at the back there. And I began to ask God, give me the strength to pick up the mantle of my father and move this ministry. And he had constant visitations from an angel reminding him of the time, that the time was close. And he spoke about this testimony today. This is why I'm free to speak up on it. And when we went to Nigeria, he said to the prophetess, we need to get to Lagos. We can't be here because I can't die outside of Lagos. I can't die if I'm not near Pastor Chris. And there were only a few more days to the end of the month. And I knew that day was approaching. So through that time, I was asking God what to do. I was not asking God to change it, because the man of God said that that was so. I just asked God, what shall I do? So when I heard weeks prior that I'll be going to Nigeria, I knew that it was God building me up. I knew that God was increasing the lucidity of my spiritual substance. So I was so filled with joy to go to Nigeria and just be there to see Pastor Chris. But in my heart, I knew that the days were getting closer. The days were getting closer to the day where my father would depart from me. And this was something that we knew for long, to a point where the man of God got on this same pulpit and said, I saw the day I would die. But all of you thought it was a joke. And we knew it was serious. And you don't take these things serious. And he said, I saw the day I would die. And he said, it's not now, but it's soon. So I began to ask God to give me strength to show me what to do. If it is so that my mother and I will lead this ministry, just show me what to do. And during that conference, on the Saturday, I'm just reiterating the testimony of the man of God. I remember that Saturday, the man of God saying, in the morning we are leaving. He said, in the morning we are leaving Nigeria. Pack your bags. We were told by prophetess to pack our bags because prophet said, I'm not going to the service tomorrow.
That's true, sir.
All of us were told to pack our bags. We packed our bags. Everything was packed.
Yes, sir.
Early hours of the morning. And every single night I could not sleep because I knew it was November. I knew the day that he said the month that he saw his life being departing from himself was November. Assistant Pastor Washi was there. We were in the same room.
Same room, yeah, you never sleep.
Not every night would I sleep.
True.
It would be bothering me.
True.
Even for me to speak like this is the strength of God sustaining me. And we are taught to pack our bags. And I began to pray, God, why can't we just go to this service tomorrow? I didn't understand it. And he said, we're going. Early hours of the morning. Maybe 6 a.m., 7 a.m. there. Maybe even 6 a.m. We are told to unpack our bags. Get changed for that service. And we quickly unpack our bags, get changed for the service, get to the service. And the man of God, Pastor Chris, one of the first things that he does as he's gone into the length of the service is he calls up prophetess. After calling up prophet, and calls up prophet again. And then after calling up prophet, calls up prophet again. Then calls up myself and calls up prophet again. It was a defining moment for Spirit Embassy and for the Angel family. And all I began to pray was that, God, when you send me back, please just give me the strength. I've not been in Spirit Embassy London for 4 weeks. But it's not that I've not been in the UK for 4 weeks. I was in the UK. The plan was never for me to go to New York. It was for me to be here. Because I was supposed to be here due to my father not being here. And Pastor Chris calling the prophet. He calls the prophet up. And as he calls the prophet, instantly, he blows upon the prophet. And as he blows upon the prophet, he picks up the prophet and whispers into his ear, I was told by the Spirit of God to blow life into you. I was told to blow life into you. And after that service, they begin to exchange notes. The prophet had an exact visitation of what took place, happening. And Pastor Chris begins to confirm. But just imagine, from the beginning of the year to November, literally dying. And knowing that this weight, this burden is upon my shoulders. I don't know how I will take it. So when I come here, minister, no, I'm not here for you. I genuinely mean I'm here to tell you about my Father, and that's Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for, watch this. If it wasn't for God through Pastor Chris Oyekilome, this Sunday would be a very different Sunday. And the burden I carried upon my heart, I never exposed anything to my brother, to my brothers, because their father had to be replaced by me. So I'm thankful to God.
So please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to our page, and turn on the notification button for future video. God bless you.